99% of you think that your score in, especially in the writing part too, and for that matter in speaking, is because, especially I would like to point out writing task 2 or 1, because of your the task. No. Then you think it is because of the coherence. No. You do not know the cause. There are small common mistakes that you make in your grammar, and that is costing your IELTS score. You are stuck in that loop of 5.5 and 6, and you are not able to get out of that. I know you have all, given 4 times, 6 times IELTS, but you do not know the cause. The cause is your GRA, which is for 9 bands, and you do not realize it. The mistakes are very, very small and common. And this video is going to take you to those mistakes so that you reach your destination.
Aisha came to me for evaluation. She was frustrated. She was caught in that loop, and she was, of course, working hard, but not smart. I found that she was doing some small common mistakes which she was overlooking. So I stepped in, I fine tuned her grammar, and she could get a 7.5. And for those who are new to this channel, I am an ex-IELTS examiner, the only one in India providing you the IELTS coaching, and therefore you can be sure of the quality. Of course, I have my website www.englishwithaneetakundra.com, where you get all the materials written by me. And of course, you all know 51 predictions of speaking have been hit. I mean, they were reported. There are many which were not reported, and people have got 8 bands and 7.5. I have lost the count just with my PDFs and my packages. You can go to the website, check out the package section where evaluation also is being offered, and of course there's a Diwali offer. The offer is that if you buy all the PDFs, that is the 4 for the speaking, writing and the reading academic, you get 20% off. The code is Diwali20, and for the individual it is Diwali10, and this is valid till the 28th of October 2024 only. So rush. Anyway, so you all, if you fear the writing or the speaking and your grammar is not good and you want to improve your score in a jiffy immediately, then this video is for notebook and your pencil. And I'm going to be very, very slow so that you come to know what is the mistake.
PDFs that are available on my site, English with aneetakundra.com, that is double E, and you can go and download them. They are paid, and of course 52 predictions have been hit. If you are not new, but if you are new, this is the number of predictions that have hit for speaking, and more is available. Prediction is available for the December also and November also. You can contact me. Okay, now let's see the grammar mistakes. First, let's find out about the uncountable nouns. What are the uncountable nouns? See, I have written here advice is an uncountable noun. So you can't measure this advice, sugar or coffee. Can you measure? No. It is so uncountable. First, you should know what is uncountable. And you cannot pair it with an or a. A or an. For example, like he gave me an advice. Now this is uncountable, right? I'm doing it slowly so that you understand. And You cannot count like he gave me an sugar or an coffee. No. Okay, because they are uncountable noun. So you should say he gave me some advice. He gave me a piece of advice. He gave me some coffee. Okay, some sugar. You should add some, a lot of, like that, a piece of advice. Okay, so you will not say he gave me a advice or an advice, because you say this is a here, therefore you will put an. No. Many students mistakenly add an before uncountable nouns because you are used to, you know, that before the noun there should be a or an. Okay, so that is the mistake. Which is subject verb agreement. They should agree with each other. Now, what is the rule? Now, the thing is that focusing on how much the verb must match the subject. For example, the number of students are, because you are saying here students and then you are writing are. Okay, because student is plural, so you are writing are. The number of students are increasing. No, you will write the number of students is increasing even if there is a plural here. Because what is the subject here? Here the subject is the number. The number is increasing. Okay, so remember it like that. And number is singular. So the number which is singular is, therefore we are putting that is and not are. So is despite the students being plural. I hope you get that. Now, collective nouns means like it is a team. What is collective? Means number of people forming a team, a family. The 5 or 6 of them, they form a family. So they are called collective nouns. Now they are always treated as singular. See, I'll give you an example. The team are playing. So you are saying there are a number of people here. It is plural. So I will put are here. No. Are playing well this season. No. The team is. These are small mistakes that you do even in your speaking also and writing also. The team is playing well this season. Okay. Their family is well knit, not are well knit. So even in the speaking also. Be careful about this. They represent a single identity. You know, you can't say they are separate. So the verb must agree with the subject and therefore it is. Here the what? The noun is what? Or the subject is what? Singular. Therefore the verb is singular. Then there are indefinite pronouns. This is very, very common. So like each, you don't know, you can't measure it, indefinite. Every, everyone, anyone, everything. Now these are always singular. Any indefinite pronoun will be always singular. Pronoun, you know, it comes in place of the nouns. I am being very slow. See, each of the students were given a task. Now here each is the subject. Even if there is a student here plural. So you will not use this were. What it will be? Each of the students was given a task. Because each is what here? Indefinite pronoun. Everything were well organized. No, was. Or everyone was present. Were present. No. So even if there is students and each is there, even then it requires a singular verb. I have already explained to you. Now compound subjects with and. So there are two subjects and there's an and in between. Like I'll give you an example. So the verb will be when two subjects, they are united by and, then the verb has to be plural. So I'll give you example. The teacher, one subject, and the student, the second subject, is discussing the project. No. The teacher and the student are. Because I told you two subjects and there should be a verb that is plural. Okay. So, because the teacher and the students together form a plural subject and therefore it should be are. Again, the coach and the students are participating together. So both are participating. So one subject and the other one. Clear? Now, the compound subjects. Now, this is an exception when there is or and nor. Just look at this. When the subjects they are joined by or nor, the verb agrees with the nearest subject. This is very important. See, neither the manager nor the employees, now this is the nearest, was responsible for the error. This is wrong. It should be neither the manager nor the employees were, or if it could be otherwise, because employees here is plural, but if you replace it like this, neither the employees nor the manager, then you will write was. Clear? You must know this. I hope it is clear. Employees here is plural, so the verb should be were. Now, neither the coach nor the students are present. Again, the plural thing. But if it is opposite, it will be is present. Now, countable nouns and the articles. So, how will you, do it correctly? Uncountable nouns and the articles. See, now you know what are the uncountable nouns. They are like news, furniture. I have already given an example of coffee, milk, whatever it is. They are uncountable nouns and they are always treated singular. So, here the news are critical. The news is critical. Now, this is wrong because I told you, na, the singular, the uncountable noun is singular. You can't measure news. See, it is, so is required. The furniture is of high quality. So, this is furniture here. The coffee is excellent or delicious, is. Okay, again uncountable. Then article uses with superlative. You know what is superlative? Okay, high, higher, it is high, higher, and highest. So this is the superlative. Suppose you say like highest or the best, you will use what? The article in front of them. Please note down. Make notes now. Like Mount Everest is highest mountain. No, Mount Everest is the highest mountains. Okay, so you have to use the. The best solution, because best is superlative, for climate change is to reduce deforestation or elevate or mitigate, whatever you want, that is noun, separate the vocabulary. Now, incorrect use of articles with plural nouns, like they bought a cars. No, this is wrong. They bought cars. When you are not specific, you can say they bought cars. Now, it could be any cars, okay? Or they bought the cars when you want to be specific that worked on electric energy. Now, here you are being specific. Therefore, you have use of articles with especially the plural nouns. Because now this is cars is plural. They bought a. This is the article. Cars. No, you will say they bought cars when you don't want to be specific, or they bought the cars, then you have to be specific, like that worked on electrical energy. So here you are being specific. Now coming that a and an cannot be used with plural nouns. You can either use no article, here they bought cars, or you can use the when you want something specific. I hope that is clear. Now the fourth one is the preposition and common collocations. So sometimes you misuse the prepositions with certain words. Now these are exceptional. That is what English is all about. Suppose you want to say interested. So you will say he is interested for learning new languages. If this is wrong. Okay. He is always interested in. With interested you will use the preposition in. Clear? Interested plus in. So, in and not for. Just say, he is or she is interested in participating. Now, this is the preposition here. As a kid, I was interested, especially in speaking, you have to use this sentence. As a kid, I was interested in da da da. Okay. Now suppose you want to write the word focus. Now these are exceptional. This essay will focus in which education is important. This is wrong. So what is the right one? This essay will focus on. So the preposition here will be on. Why education is important. So always you will focus on and not focus in. Clear now? Then responsible for and responsible of, this is wrong. See, I'll give you an example. The government should be responsible of this issue. Now this preposition with responsible is wrong. It should be responsible for. The government should be responsible for this issue or problem, or should be held responsible for. Okay, so that is the correct collocation. I am responsible for this mess or this, whatever is. You say I am responsible for. Clear? Then there is the verb tense and the conditional. Conditional sentences is which has the if. Now the present tense is used after if and the future tense is used in the main clause. Don't worry, I'll give you an example. Now, if the government will provide subsidies, okay, this is what? Wrong, because you're using future here. So, if the government provides, present here, the farmers will, this is future. So, present followed by future will increase production. So, if clause, and this is a complex sentence and it is of course a 7-band. Clear? So, like if clauses, then present tense and then future tense. Provides is and will is future, you know. If she comes, I will help her. So, here present, help her, will is future here. Clear? Now, using the present perfect for those recent events, this is very, very common mistake. Like education was becoming more accessible since the advent of the online courses. So, was is wrong here. It has just started now. Has become more accessible since the advent of the online courses. So, has become. So, this is the present perfect. Social media has become, because it is recent one, a commonplace, means it's very common. Now, present perfect has become indicates relevance to the present. Okay, it started some time ago, not very, and then it comes here, the present. Just started sometime or some years ago. Future in the past. So you will use would instead of will. For example, researchers believed that technology will lead to better learning outcomes. So kindly use would. It is always better. Then inflation would adversely affect the economic growth. So to report the future events. Then will have, present perfect tense for the future events. See, by the time policies are implemented, climate change will affect. No, this is wrong. By the time policies are implemented, the climate change will have affected. Why? Because the change, all the races, the effect on all races would have taken place. Means it has already, the action has already been done. Okay, will have affected. So, because the time policies are, late in being implemented. So, will have affected indicates that the climate change will occur before some event. The policies are implemented. So, will have is used before some event. Okay, that is before the policies are implemented. I will give you one simple example. By the time she reaches the airport, okay, the aeroplane or the plane will have taken off. Okay, before that event, that is, what is the event here? Reaches the airport. Clear? Then the comma supplies the run-on sentences and the sentence structure all rolled into one. Okay, so the 6th is comma splice, then is the 7th run on, and then 8th is the sentence structure. Run on sentences is when there are two independent clauses or sentences, they are joined without proper punctuation. You are not joining it with a proper pronunciation. For example, the city is growing rapidly, people are moving here from the other areas, or the people are moving from the rural areas, anything. So the correct way is the city is growing rapidly. See that semicolon. People are moving here from other areas. Without proper punctuation or conjunction also, the sentence will become a run-on, and this is a very, very weak sentence. It is necessary to use semicolon, conjunction, or a period. I'll give you an example. See, when two independent are connected only by a comma also, then you can't connect two independent sentences or clauses with only a comma. That is also wrong. The city is growing rapidly and you put a comma and people are moving here. No, it needs a semicolon. Or you can see, we can use as or because. Because people are moving here, or because people are moving from the rural areas. Now, see, sentence structure. They are delaying starting a family. They want to focus on their careers. They are delaying starting a family because. See, here you just put the comma, which is wrong. Okay, because the conjunction. They want to focus on the careers. So, because it connects the two clauses or the sentences, and it avoids a comma splice or a error, comma error. Now, countable and uncountable. So, using quantifiers with uncountable nouns. See, like some nouns like information, they are uncountable. You can't count information. You need to use a lot of and some. Example, there are many informations about the project. So, you are doing this wrong. There is a lot of, many wrong information about the project. Information is uncountable and cannot be pluralized. You can't add that s. You will add a lot of or some for this. Like luggage also. She carried 3 luggages on the trip. She carried 3 pieces of luggage on the trip. So this is also in the speaking also. So luggage is uncountable. So instead use pieces here. Or she gave me some piece of information is also correct. That's the extempo. And like there is a lot of milk in the pot. A lot of milk again is countable. No, uncountable. Okay. So you have put that, or there is some milk in the pot. So like that. So reported verbs and the future in the past. Like you use would. Researchers will find solution for cancer. No, you will say here would. Okay. You would find solution for the cancer. Now you will make notes for this mistakes, and when you practice, see whether you are making these mistakes or not, and you can correct your writing yourself. Now if you want evaluation materials, you can go to the package and the course section of my website www.englishwithaneetakundra.com. This is the website. You can go on the Google and type it, and you will get all the materials, evaluation packages, everything, all the academic and the general. Thank you so much.